Hey guys, I've got a video today for you showing you how to save you some time and some money. And I'm really excited about this because I just recently figured this out and it's kind of a game changer. Maybe you're here because you saw my other video where essentially what happens is on a washer like this or a lot of other ones just like it, what can happen is as you are done doing your laundry, you can get a drip that constantly drips. Drip, 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 and fills your tub up over time or re-soaks your clothes, that kind of thing. Super annoying. The other thing that can happen is no water comes in, or instead of a nice full flow, you get it just kind of spits a little bit of water out. So where it's clogged or it's stuck slightly open and you get the drip. So it's two super common issues. And anyone and everyone will tell you have to replace the water inlet valve, but I'm going to show you how to fix it. And so in the past, what I've shown, especially for the dripping, is go to the back of the machine here. Let me show you. What we've done in the past is we have tried to clean these by adding some vinegar, taking all this apart and taking everything off, filling these up with vinegar, getting some magnets and making this motion go here, this little plunger, and having it go and work the vinegar in, let it sit for like 12 hours, and then try to run some water through. And that works for the dripping, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Nothing has worked for when it is clogged. And even the long-time appliance repair guys will tell you just to always replace these when they go bad. Well, I'm going to show you a new trick today on how to fix it. There's no waiting. There's none of that. It's an instantaneous, perfect fix. So let me show you how it works. I'm going to put you on a tripod here. That's a good view right there. And so all you have to do to get this back panel off is you take out like 5 screws, and they're a 1/4 nut driver screw. It's like this little screw right here. And so you just take them out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 little screws. Then all this just falls off. Let's bring this up. Slide here. Sorry guys, everybody knows I'm not a professional video person, but I do try to save people a ton of money and time. So bear with me for my short video, and this will save you money. You won't have to order any parts, and you won't have to call out a repairman either. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Take the back off. And so what we're gonna do, obviously you unhook the water, you unhook the power. You don't want any power going to this. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this off right here, and we don't even have to unplug it. Okay, and what you need to take this off, there's just a little cap right here. So I'm gonna use this little screwdriver. We're just going to pop this little cap out, and all that does is keeps this from sliding off. So now we can slide this off just like that and just kind of push it back like that. So now we've exposed the plunger. And so what in the past you would have done is taken magnets and tried to work it and all that, work your CLR or your vinegar in there. You don't have to do any of that. Okay, now what we're going to do is going to take our pliers. We got little teeth on here. Okay, so it's got a good grip. Just be super careful. We're going to grab right here. I'm not going to press too hard, but we're going to go counterclockwise. And this will unscrew, believe it or not. So now this unscrews. There's the plunger. Okay, inside there, sometimes these get gummed up, so we're going to clean all of this. I've already cleaned it, but you can get the little spring pops out, so you can clean all of this. A straw cleaner works really good. You just use a little Dawn dish soap. I've already done that. So this stuff goes together just like that with the black rubber side facing out. That's how that works. Set that aside. Now let me show you what it looks like in here. So now all we have here is we have this little white plastic piece and then a rubber seal. And all of that can come out. So we're just gonna pop it right out. Now yours might be, I've already taken this out, so yours might be a little bit more stuck. Now you can take that same straw cleaner, if you have a nice long straw cleaner, you can put it in there and kind of ream that out a little bit. That one's perfectly clean. And it was when I did this. So what this one's issue was, no water would come through. So this side was like a flood and everything would come down like it's supposed to. Then the cold valve would not. It would just trickle barely. And I actually, before I discovered this, tried the soaking it with vinegar, working it through CLR. I tried both. None of it worked. So this right here is what the actual issue is. So that's nice, clean, and clear. Now here's the issue. And so what you need to do with this now is this pops out. See how it just kind of holds in there? Doing this one-handed, but you just pop that out. Just kind of remember the orientation. Okay, so we're going to end up putting it back through there. You want to make sure those little holes are clean. You can see through them, so they are. You could take a toothpick and poke through there if yours is all crusted up. Okay, make sure those little holes are clean. And then on this little guy, if it's really bad, like super crusty, what you can do is you can just drop it in a little shot glass or something of vinegar, let it set for about an hour, pull it out. And you use an old toothbrush. I just used a toothbrush and I scrubbed it clean, and it came perfectly clean. It was super gummy with some brown looking water. And so I cleaned it all out, put a little vinegar on a toothbrush, scrubbed it, and it came perfectly clean. I've got an air hose too that I shot some air at it. Compressed air would work, but I probably didn't even need to do it, just kind of did it for good measure. Okay, so anyway, this goes back on. I think we had it in there like this. So see how this is? And we're going to push that through like that. It comes all the way down and over this lip. Kind of difficult to do with one hand, but I'm getting it. Okay, see how that seats in there like that? That's how it goes back together, just like that. Okay, and now we will take it and we're gonna put it right back in here. Just gonna make sure it's flush, tight like it's supposed to be, just like that. Now we take this part, it's clean. Just kind of be careful with it, but we're going to put it in there. And we're going to screw it back in. Okay, now we're going to take our pliers. Grab and just kind of tight till it doesn't want to turn anymore. That's it right there. Really doesn't take much at all. Okay, then we take our little plunger mechanism. The little blue notch there sits right in the middle of that. Okay, don't forget your little green keeper. Plugs in here. Now the other super important thing to do is you take, if you can get it out, there is a white filter that goes in here. A lot of times they will break and disintegrate, especially if they're old and nasty. You can buy new ones. Hang on a sec. Okay, so you could buy a couple of new ones if you wanted to and stick in there, and these are like $5 for a 10-pack on Amazon. However, if you can very carefully with the flathead screwdriver just kind of work that old one out, you could save it. The other thing you could do is take that compressed air and shoot it in. Just make sure it's clean. But a lot of times, like with this one, I destroyed it getting it out, and a lot of nasty, what looked like almost rusty water came out. And then inside of there, you've got these little plungers. You also want to make sure these are clean and not corroded and not gummed up, and these are fine. So how this is going to go back together, let me put it back on the tripod here. Let me just show you how this will go back together. Hopefully you can just save your old filters. I like to use needle nose pliers, just really carefully take it, just kind of, it just seats back in there very easily, very comfortably. Same thing on the other side. That's going to seat back in there. Okay, you just want to make sure they're both clean. Shoot a little air in there, or just kind of blow it out. Once you get that out, you'll be able to see. And with all of it taken apart too, you could have run some water through there, blown it out. But these are actually really clean now, so that's clean. Cold side gets the blue one. Otherwise, you just put your old ones back in there. Red one. I like these though because they have that little tab that in the future you can grab with some pliers and just pull it back out and clean it. And that's it. That's all we have to do. And so now we're going to put it back together and it's going to work absolutely perfect. I'm going to skip that for now because I'm super short on time, but I've already tested it and it works perfect. So original issue was no water could get through. Looking at it with the water train, it was just barely spitting. If you do this side, it was like a full flood like it's supposed to be. Went through, did the cleaning trick like that. Now it floods through like it's supposed to and everything works perfect. You don't have to buy these. You can totally fix it. And all of that could have been done in 15-20 minutes. I hope this video helps somebody out. We're just going to put the panels back on here and put those 6 screws back in and we're done. Thanks guys. If you found this video useful or valuable, please share it and like it and subscribe if you would. It helps the channel out. I really do appreciate it. Thanks guys. Y'all have a great day.